Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We didn't do a roundup this past weekend because Diamond Distributors dropped the ball again. But this time, the ball dropped. What the ball dropping was actually a pretty significant ball drop, and yeah. So there were no, at least at the shop that I frequent, didn't get any Marvel or Image books in this past week. Didn't get any Image books in the week before. So yeah, but when I was leaving the shop, the a diamond shipment was arriving. So there will be a Saturday a roundup this weekend. But anyways, moving on to the start of this week's DC roundup. First off, we've got Batman and Robin number 16. Where we left off, Batman has been investigating a series of crimes that point to a serial killer named Memento, who's been dead for some time, being active in Gotham. So the issue opens at Arkham. Apparently, Memento has an online following, and some of the online following for Memento is has shown up to Arkham, and it seems that they intend to make content for. However, there's at least one person that's just a content creator. Well, hey, mind some content, but well, seems that whether or not this is the original Memento or a copycat, well, they kill most of the influencers, leaving 3 to survive. So Batman and Robin investigate the killings, and Batman makes an interesting discovery that a detail that seems to point to, at the very least, a very knowledgeable copycat. There's a flashback to London when Bruce was working on well, traveling the world and learning, but apparently some of the victims seem to have been let's see, had breathed in a toxin called Gravedigger's Poppy, which is apparently extinct. Used to be native to used to grow in Gotham, but until the mid 20th century. And it seems that one of the detectives in training that when Bruce was working on becoming the world's greatest detective is now a member of the Police Nationale of Paris and is helping and is curious about the case. She believes that it actually is Memento, though Batman states that Memento died in prison. And but Batman agrees to work with her and tells her to meet him at the Arkham Tower at 9 that night. There's a patient he wants to question. In the evening, Batman and Robin do some training, and Batman states that it seems that Robin's not focused. Disengaged on patrol, unfocused during training, and apparently he's been missing school. But Robin explains that he started volunteering at the hospital, having read his grandfather's journals. And he's basically not going in for the meeting with Detective Lautrec at Arkham Tower. So Batman and Lautrec meet up to interview John Crane, Scarecrow. Apparently, Crane wrote a an article in grad school about the origin of Gravedigger's Poppy and theories as to its chemical makeup. The same year that several of Crane's fellow students were hospitalized with the exact symptoms of the drug. But Batman gets overly violent and with Crane, and Crane tells Batman that Memento's the devil and crossed an ocean to punish Batman. But the Arkham Guard that's with Batman and Lautrec aims her rifle at Batman, but turns out that she's a Momentist. She wasn't at the Asylum ruins. She's apparently one of the 3 survivors. And she sets off an explosive in the maintenance levels of Arkham Tower. And as the building starts to burn, it does seem that someone has been let out by the explosion. All that it meant is all but meant to design, and that is where the issue ends. Interesting. I do have to wonder if this is going to end up being a one of Batman's more supernatural themed villains. And hey, that's fine. That's cool. But I kind of like they're dancing around it. Of course, Batman's going to have, say, "Oh yeah, well, dude died, so the evidence was the evidence was pretty definite he was dead." So, moving on though to our last performance, we've got Black Lightning #2. Where we left off, Black Lightning it was working with metahumans who had either had displaced displaced powers restored or displaced powers, and people who had not previously been metahumans who were developing powers in the wake of it absolute power. And it seemed that his daughter Anissa, Thunder, was one of the former. But Anissa is in therapy in the sanctuary um, space on Watchtower. Um, and Black Lightning is listening in. Anissa feels that while he's fighting some type of beast in Hobbs Bay Metropolis, but Thunder feels that her father was ashamed of her. But her powers start to break through, and she cuts the session short, but is then tased by the robot therapist. Meanwhile, a Black Lightning and Lightning are helping recently manifested metahuman with their powers, and getting assistance as well from Steelworks, namely Natasha Irons. And apparently there's a growing political movement that seems to believe that Matt Waller was right. But at Metropolis International Airport, Black Lightning and Lightning deal with a new metahuman who is basically creating time portals. But they managed to quell things with him because if he's not conscious, he can't open portals. But Isaac, the new metahuman that was in the first issue, we get some moments with him at home, and we also see a speech from a politician that's pro-Waller. Seems he's got it seems he's he's a city councilman, so presumably he has his eyes on the mayor's office. At Steelworks, there are pro-Waller protesters, as Lightning and Thunder show up. Thunder and Lightning show up, as well as Isaac. And Natasha Irons, Steel. Meets Thunder and Lightning to deal with some enemy signatures that are on their way. Apparently, it's Volcana and two others. Steel tells Volcana to get out of the building, but and not to ever come back. Of course, Volcana does or what, and well, yeah. Steel irons gets her armors up. And the issue ends with her and I think that's her and Thunder going after, or basically being in charge against Volcana and her henchmen. But solid second issue. So far, enjoying it. Very curious to see how some of the things how recent events have occurred, how recent events in the DC universe have changed the characters. But anyways, that's it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal, and Twitter can be found in the description box down below. This is big shout out to Patreon, Red Man is Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spuck signing off saying, live long and rock hard.